Fire destroys Bricktown police station. Senior police busted with ganja. Man admits to murdering British national. And who has to die before we start fixing some fire codes around here? I'm Enrico Bulford and welcome to tonight's edition of Uncut News. Before we begin, give us a like and tell us where you're watching from tonight. On Saturday morning, the Bricktown police station burned to the ground to the celebration of criminals, people with tinted windows, rastas, and just about anyone who wanted to see Babylon burn. Fortunately, no one was injured in the fire. According to the police, an inmate named Clarence Green allegedly started the fire. They claimed that he somehow got a hold of a lighter and set fire to a piece of mattress foam before throwing it out of one of the ventilation vents and into a nearby apartment. Several documents reportedly caught fire, thus leading to the blaze. Though the media is beginning to question the police narrative, the police maintain that Green had reportedly confessed to them that it was he who started the fire. The police also claim that two other inmates who were in the lockups have also provided statements to back up the alleged confession. The Bricktown police lockup is located at the front of the complex. However, eyewitnesses in the area claim to have seen smoke first billowing from one of the back buildings in the complex. Despite this, an investigation is supposedly ongoing. Nevertheless, cleanup efforts have already begun since yesterday morning. Believe what you want in this story, but I never trust a confession given that quickly. Apparently, the fire service was intent on making up for their poor performance this weekend by averting two catastrophes today. This morning, an electrical outlet began smoking at the Bricktown NIS office. The firemen responded quickly and tackled the small blaze. Meanwhile, the fire service also put out a small fire at the GPO headquarters in Georgetown. The police claim to have found and then fatally shot two suspects involved in the murder of 19-year-old electrician and father-to-be Joshua Denny. Police said the two suspects were shot during a stakeout by police at the UG Access Road on Saturday evening. The police did not provide further details on the incident. Naturally, but they already have a full confession about the fire. Interesting, wouldn't you say? Friday night, one deputy superintendent of police was arrested with bags of ganja in the trunk of his car. According to police, he had fled a roadblock on the East Coast before being stopped by another set of police officers a distance away in Mahaica. A search of the vehicle found 9.4 kilos of marijuana, as well as 2 rounds of ammunition. The unnamed mysterious officer, who they just decided not to give us a name, is reportedly in police custody, supposedly. But they already have a name for the person who burnt down Bricktown. Isn't that interesting? Are you one of the chosen few that benefits from duty-free? Good for you. Check out these amazing vehicles that just arrived at Best Buy Auto Sales. This 2016 Toyota Harrier Grand Sport Edition, this 2014 Range Rover Evoque, and this 2016 Lexus RX 200T are all on sale. They're all fully loaded and come with all modern features. Call or WhatsApp 662-0844 for more info. Or visit their showrooms at Lot 171, Peter Road Street, Queenstown, or Lot 2, Lamar Street, and tell them Noriko sent you to get in on a sweet deal. Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp were down for thousands of users today, striking terror in the hearts of social media addicts everywhere. Reports show more than 20,000 incidents of people reporting issues with the apps. Meanwhile, WhatsApp was also down for over 14,000 users, while Messenger was down for nearly 3,000 users. However, this only represents a small subsection of error reports, meaning that the outage might be affecting a larger number of users. The government intends to build solar farms with the money it got from Norway in exchange for keeping its forests intact. The funds stand at about $84 million. Earlier this year, the government requested access to the Guyana Red Plus Investment Fund. The IDB is currently managing it because they don't trust us to manage it ourselves. There are a total of 8 project sites earmarked for the farms, 2 on the Essequibo coast, 3 in Linden, and 1 on the west coast Berbice, as well as 2 on the east coast Berbice. This morning, 28-year-old Steinman George confessed to the October 14, 2015 murder of 18-year-old British national Dominic Bernard. His sentencing was deferred to October 19, 2021. Meanwhile, Bernard's godbrother Aaron Hing is expected to be arraigned next Monday on the same murder charge. George's child mother, Crystal Thomas, her mother, Sinfine Henry, and his friend, Jamil Sinclair, are currently awaiting trial for the offense of accessory to murder.
Boom! My name is Mudwater from Guyana Uncut. I have a big truck. Note, I didn't say I have the big truck. I have a big truck. When I need affordable parts for my truck, I only go to one place. Powered Automotive Truck Spares and Engine Parts. They stock parts for DAF, Freightliner, International, and Mack trucks. Also, all genuine Cummins engine spares. They're also the authorized dealer in Guyana for Hammer parts. And as a wise man once said, don't DPS. Get your engine parts from Patsep. Call 697-0171 for inquiries and tell them Mudwater send you. Boom out!
It's now time for today's Rona Report. Today, the nation recorded 103 new cases. There are now 803 persons dead, 31 in the ICU, 3,603 in home isolation, and the total number of confirmed cases around the nation now stands at 32,586. So please, wash your hands frequently. Avoid touching your nose and mouth and mask up before you leave the house. When you do leave home, try to avoid enclosed spaces and large crowds, and remember to give 6 feet of space between you and others. Now for a vaccine update. 361,626 adults, or 70.5% of the adult population, have received the first dose, while 209,506 persons, or 57.9% of our adult population, have received their second dose. The Ministry of Health is also continuing the rollout of the Pfizer vaccine for children. So far, 17% of children between the ages of 12 to 18 have been fully vaccinated. The government is now allowing the Letham crossing to be open on Fridays. This now means that the border with Brazil will be open 2 days a week, Thursdays and Fridays only, to facilitate the transport of essential goods and services. No flights to and from Brazil are still unpermitted. While the Molson Creek crossings between Guyana and Suriname will be open 3 days a week. The Public Works Ministry is expected to announce which days soon. And now for our stupid news of the day. You know what I think is stupid? The sheer number of fires that have taken place in this city in such a relatively short amount of time, and yet we have still yet to learn our lesson. I've said it before, and I've said it again. This nation's lack of building laws and fire codes is literally going to be the death of us. Worse yet, it wouldn't be the first time. On February 23, 1945, a huge fire devastated the commercial heart of Georgetown. In less than 5 hours, the fire incinerated 23 buildings and damaged dozens more. A COI of the fire back then blamed the businesses for flouting the fire codes, just like today. And again, like I said, it seems like we never learn. Today, businesses still don't see the need for enforcing any modicum of fire safety, even though they are required to. While I expect this neglect from the private sector, I am horrified that the government seems to hold this same neglect. Look at the Bricktown police station. Billions have been spent on building concrete police stations around the country, and no one thought to do the same for Bricktown, our most important police station. I mean, come on! Now we've got hundreds, if not thousands, of important legal documents wiped out with no electronic copies, and they now have to find billions of Guyana dollars out of nowhere to replace the burnt structures. I can go on, but I'll just leave you with this thought. Yesterday marked the first day of Fire Prevention Week. Now that's pretty ironic. Don't miss the grand 50% off sale and get a free 1-month digital Prime bundle plan. Available at City Mall, Starbucks Square, Regent and Light Street, Marcy Turkine, and Marcy Providence. Shop early, limited stocks available. Moving on to our Uncut News Views poll question of the day. Every day we post a question about current events in the nation, the region, the diaspora, and how you feel it really strikes. So you give your responses in the comments and we'll read the best ones in the following episode. Friday's question was, would you support the selection of a foreigner for a leadership position at GCOM? Jay Jiram said, a foreigner will be ideal for a GCOM job. Sharon AF said, a different point of view cannot hurt anyone. This is my opinion, and I was born in Ghana. Dhanraj Mohan said, Guyanese are educated and understand the principles of life. Guyanese should deal with their own situation. Marlo G said, I think they should offer Guyanese-born people who are living abroad and are qualified more positions in the government in general. Really use the diaspora. And finally, Zia Cadogan said, if you're not Guyanese, I would never expect you to put Guyana's interests first before another entity. A position as a leader in GCOM is too risky to have a corner. So it seems like we're really split down the middle when it comes to this one. So, I want to stir up some trouble tonight. I want to know, do you believe the police's explanation for the brick dam fire? Or does the story smell fishy like the back of Starbrook Market? Think about that question and tell us in the comments below. If your response is good enough, we just might feature it in our next episode. Anyway, that's all the time we have for tonight, and check us out tomorrow for another. Until then, I'm Rico Bullford saying good night, folks. Hey, Uncut News viewers, thanks for watching. You can subscribe by clicking on this button over here, or click over there for more news. You can also drop a comment to let me know if you've made it to the end of the video. Goodbye for now.